Hi, my name's Andrew. I'm the Managing Director at WeChange.AI. So we're working with your organization to support you with the adoption and utilization of technology. This video is specifically for managers to sort of explain how it works and some of the tips and tricks of how you can get the most from the service. So firstly, technology's hard. It's moving really, really quickly. Knowing what your team can be doing and could be using with tech is difficult, and that's where we can come in and we can really support you. So those of us that you'll work with, most of us have worked in public sector. We've got teachers, we've got staff that have worked in the NHS, myself, got staff that worked in local government, and we've built this service to try and help as much as possible. Now, this is the main page. You just go to navigator.wechange.ai, and then you're invited, and your staff will be invited to answer a series of questions. We go through this in another video, but just quickly, the questions cover things like their view of technology and like how they feel about the culture, the barriers around technology, learning approaches, how they spend their time, the apps they're using and aware of. And all of this is building up a picture to try and understand how we can best support them. And that's across our services and your internal leadership. Now, where it's slightly different for managers, so one of the questions is asking who the person's manager is. And when they put your email address, that's going to align them to you as their leader. And when you are asked the questions, there's a question saying, are you a manager? And you'll obviously put yes. And then it's going to ask you your department and services. Once you've said you're a manager, it gives an additional page, which I'll come to in a moment. But for yourself and your whole team, you'll have the results. So you've got like your submission data, which shows how they're spending their time and the apps and whatnot. You've got the tools that you could be using, because these are all applications you have as part of your package. And some of these might not help in your work, but actually a lot of them probably will. And it's been, there's a lot of technology that you can use. There's guidance on AI, ways you can save time, accessibility, learn from others, and all sorts. Training and skills is going to be important. These sessions you can look at and you might say, well, actually, one of my team is struggling with, task management. You could simply open the link. You might share that. They'll have access as well, but you might share that with the team and say, get involved, like take part in the training and skills. But the key of this video is this, the manager page. So this will only show for yourselves, and it will only show anything from a data perspective if staff have put your email address. You can't see who. This is all a positive, but you can see how many. So if you've got 10 staff and you can see here only 3 have completed it, then you can message your team and say, let's engage in this process. Because what it gives you is some guidance on how you can use with technology. It shows you their view of the sort of culture and support. So this score, the higher this score is, the more likely they can see the benefits of tech, how they can achieve those. If they're anxious, so the lower the score here, the more anxious they are. And we do describe these down below. You can see the motivations that your team have submitted to help you understand what they'd like to do, and you can start wrapping that into how you support them. This bit is really important, so preferred approaches to learning. So most teams have quite similar approaches to learning, but you can start to support them in the way that's most effective to them. You can see the pressure and workload that your team have submitted, and this is just taking the averages. And then this bit, time spent on activities. So if you've got staff that are spending lots of time typing or copying information from one system to another, that's an opportunity to use tech. You can save a huge amount of time with that. And looking at these and thinking about the different ways that you can be using technology for your staff is going to really save you some time. And if the pressure and workload's high, you could use it to reduce that. Here's a key bit. So technology use and awareness. So I can look at this and go, well, if this was mainly red, we could be saying that means the staff here don't know what the technology is. If it's mainly green, that means they know what it is and they're using it. And it just helps you to understand the different ways that you could use tech. And then down here, we've got some resources just for managers. But our suggestion would be to use this data to help you understand. If you have staff that don't know about certain applications that you've looked at and go, that could save us time, go on the training page, give them some time to do the training, look through the recommendations. We would encourage you to do this as like part of your regular cadence with staff. So, get them looking at the different resources, get them looking at the recommendations and start sharing between everyone. Because technology can be a huge enabler. It can help you to focus on the bits of the job that are important to you and to your team. So that's a brief introduction for managers. We look forward to seeing you on some of the skilling sessions and working with us. If you do have any questions, speak to your internal WeChange.AI team, or you can contact us. And we look forward to working with you. Thank you very much.